Indeed, scary chart time. Now, sometimes it's about the climate, sometimes it's about the upcoming financial meltdown. In this case, it is about money, but it's about what's really happened to our democracy more than anything else, because these numbers are stunning. David Cay Johnston, who's a Pulitzer Prize-winning writer on this, did an analysis for Tax Analysts that showed the numbers between 1966 and 2011. Now, you know, they talk about trickle-down economics. Well, you know, if you consider that time period as all trickle-down economics, which is not exactly right, but simplistically speaking, there's a lot of truth to that. Well, it turns out they were right. It did trickle down to us, all the tax cuts for the wealthy and all the breaks that they got, because the average person's income went up for, you know, the bottom 90% of us. Our income went up by $59 on average. Now, that's adjusted for inflation, okay? $59. Hey, what are you complaining about, man? You know, how many decades is that? And after all those decades, you got $59 extra in your pocket. Now, how did it go for the top 10%? In that same time period, they probably got a little more, right? Obviously, they're the top 10%, they're going to get a little bit more increase. Their incomes grew by $116,000. 59 to 116,000. But we're not done yet. How about the top 1%? Their income grew by $366,623. Your income grew by 59 bucks. Adjusted for inflation, all those numbers are adjusted. Did it trickle down enough? Did it trickle down on us enough? Come on. Look, here's my favorite chart of all time because it shows you the highway robbery that's happened in all this time. Now, David Cay Johnston's numbers went back to 1966, but you can see on this chart the real divergence starts around 1978, 1980. The yellow line is productivity. That is sky high. American workers, great job. You're incredibly productive. Are you getting the rewards of that production? Hell no. Average hourly compensation, average hourly wage, both flatline. The difference between the yellow line and that blue and red line is the robbery. They took your productivity, gave you 59 bucks from 1966 to now, and took home the 110,000, the 366,000, etc. Now look, I get it. The rich get richer. Everybody knows that, right? And we all know there's going to be an imbalance. The question is, how much of an imbalance? The question is, was it fair? Was it right? Did the government, who is supposed to represent us, look out for us? Or did they let a few people take all those productivity gains that you worked hard for and put it in their pocket? See, that's what the problem is. Now, to give you a sense of the issue here, if you say that $59 boosts the economy or to your personal economy is the equivalent to 1 inch, the top 10% of Americans rose by 168 feet in comparison. See, this is income inequality that is record-breaking. That's why Venezuela has much better economic equality than we do. One of many examples why we're some of the worst in the developed world in terms of income inequality. But this doesn't help people, man. Overall, it winds up hurting the economy, and eventually it's going to hurt the entire country. And by the way, 90% is close to the entire country to begin with, and we've all been hurt by the wrong economic principles and the wrong political factors that led to those economic factors like tax cuts for the rich over and over and over again, and deregulation over and over again. And that's how we got to this imbalance. By the way, one last number for you in terms of an imbalance. My God, do you know that the top 6 heirs to the Walmart fortune, their net worth is the equivalent in 2010 of 41.5% of Americans combined? Just 6 people equal 41.5% of the entire country in terms of wealth. Gee, I wonder if we have an income inequality problem in America. If you let people buy that you're politicians, this is what you get.